Hello, good everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial we're going to be drawing this 3D object. If you're a beginner or you are looking forward to sharpen your skills, this channel is going to help you in AutoCAD. Before we start, kindly click on the white button below to subscribe to my channel. Now let's get started. As you can see, we have the image with all dimensions necessary to produce this image. So now we're going to start with this. We're going to turn our this to south symmetry and then front view. We're going to start with this front. Then now we have from this point to this point is 60. 60 minus 40 is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Therefore, from this point to this point is 10, and then this point to this point is 10. So now we use our line to 10, enter. We have 10, and then here to here is 24, 24, 24, enter. The depth of this is 6, and then 60 minus 24 minus 24 is 12. So that means from here to here is 12. So first of all, we put our 6, the depth, 12, enter, 6, enter, and then 24, enter, 10, enter. So now this slide has an angle of 50. So on your keyboard, you click on the tab button on your keyboard, the tab button, click on it on your keyboard, then it will move over to the angle. You input the angle of 50, enter. This is the angle. You only escape. Now we're going to use line to find the distance, which is 60. 60, enter. 24, enter. 6, enter. 12, enter. 6, enter. 24, enter. And then 10, enter. So we're going to with the full line, or we're going to use this to mirror others. We're going to use this one to mirror others. So now, since you have this, we're going to mirror this. Click on this, go to modify, then select your mirror tool. Then we mirror from this center to the center of this line. Erase source objects, no. So now we have this. We're going to trim off. Okay. We have the height from this point to this point is 20. Then we use our line to 20, enter. So we're going to trim off all the unnecessary parts. Trim. So now we have this. We're going to use this to mirror this. Select or then go to modify, click on the mirror tool, then from this center to this center here. Erase source image, no. Then we trim off all the unnecessary parts. We trim off this part and trim off this part. So this is what you get. So now we are going to Presspull this. The depth from here to the here is 100. So we're going to Presspull this using our Presspull tool. 100, enter. So as you can see, it's on 2D wireframe. we put it on shades of gray. Is what we got. So we are done with this. So now we're going to form this. We're going to form this. We're going to form this. So return to front view. Front view. We have the radius of 36, bigger circle, and then the smaller circle, radius of 24. So we'll select our circle, 36, enter, and then 24, enter. Radius of 36 and 24. So we're going to find the center using center line. So this is the center. So now, since we have found the center, we're going to put the vertical center line. Put the vertical center line. Now we're going to delete, erase, trim off the unnecessary parts here, which are this, and this. So now, since we have this, we're going to, for us to get this particular price, we have from here to here is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. So we're going to offset this. We're going to offset this 12. Offset, using an offset tool. Offset. The distance is 12. Enter. Click on this. Enter. Move to the right tool. Enter. Okay, so now we have this. So the radius of 36 36 divided by 2 is 18. So 36 times 2 is 72. That means this line is 12. No, this line is 8. So we're going to trim off this using our trim tool. Trim this. We trim this. Then we use line. Enter. Then 24, 94, enter. So now we can now trim off all these unnecessary parts. And we have this curve, the radius of this curve is 4. Radius of this curve is 4. So we'll use fillet tool. Fillet reduce 4. Enter. Then click on multiple. Select this, select this, select this, select this. Then we have this. Since you have gotten this, then we have to find this particular. We have to find this. From here we have since we have the radius of the inside is 24. No, the outside is 36, and then 36 times 2. 36 times 2 is 72. So therefore we are going to minus 4 from here and 4 from here. Using our line tool, use line. But first of all, let us trim this point. Trim this. So now we use our line tool at this point. 4, enter, and then we have this. We have this line, and then we have this line. Let us use any line here. Let us use any line here. We are going to offset this line from this point to this point. We're going to offset it, and the distance is 10. So we use our offset tool, impede the distance, which is 10. Enter. Select the line, enter. So now we have gotten this. We can now join this line. Click on this end, click on this end. Now we have this. So from this point to this point is 36. Use line 2. We can now delete this. enter. 36, 36, enter. 36, and from this point to this point is 16. 16, enter. And then from here to here, since it's entering this place, this point to this point is 12. This point to this point is 12. Enter. So now we're going to extend this line. Extend this line. Use this to join here. Then you can trim this. You have this. So now we can fillet this place. The radius is 4. Select our fillet tool, put the radius, which is 4, enter. This, no, select, fillet, 4, enter. Then we can extend this line. So trim off this point, sort it out. So now, since we have gotten this, we're going to mirror it to have the same thing this side. So we're going to mirror this. So we highlight the whole thing, highlight the fillet too. So this too, select this. Now we select our mirror tool, then we start from this point. Start from this point to this point. And we have this, so we can trim this. So we have this now. We can now Presspull this, and the thickness, the depth is 20. Select our Presspull to 20. Enter. you move it to this place, move, let's use the center here, move, and let's use the end side, so we have so we're going to move it inside. Move it. So now we're going to carry it inside. As you can see, it's not yet inside, and the depth is 6. So we move it this way using the right arrow, 6, enter. So now we have this. So since we are done with this, we enter the next phase. We enter the next phase, which is to draw this. The diameter of this is 12. The diameter of this circle is 12, and then the diameter of the circle is 12. So we select the top view, use our diameter, center diameter 12, enter. So for us to find the center of this rectangle, we have to put the center line. So now we press pull it. We press pull this. What is the length? Since we have from this point to this point is 60 and this is 20, therefore 60 minus 20, 60 minus 20 is 40. 60 minus 20 is 40, and then from this point to this point. So we're going to use the press pull. Let's move this, move. From the center to the center of this line, then we'll move it down. We have this right here. So now what is the length of this 60 minus 20 is 40. So we are going to make this 40. But first we are going to pull it, delete this line. Let's use 2D wireframe to delete this line. So now what is the length of this? We are looking for 40. Use Presspull. So first of all, let's Ctrl Z for us to get. Let's use the line to shake the center, to check the height of this circle. Can check this height of this circle is 18.9. So 40 minus 18.9 is 21.1. So we can now delete this line. We can now find the center, 21.1. Now this, we are going to increase this with 21.1. Select the Presspull tool, 21.1, enter. So we have this. So now we're going to draw this particular cylinder, which has the diameter of 24, enter. And we're going to Presspull it. The height is 20. Select the Presspull tool, 20, enter. We're going to make this hole 20. We're going to make this hole. It has diameter of 5, and therefore at the middle of this, diameter of 5. So we use our line tool. On the center. Then here we have 10, enter. We can now draw this circle. Now we're going to use the right view. We turn our view to right view. So we can now draw the circle, 5 in diameter, enter. So let's turn to 2D wireframe to delete all this line. Erase. To return to shades of gray. So now we have this. We are going to Presspull this. Now we're going to Presspull this. Let's use Extrude. Enter. Then we subtract this from the whole body. Select our subtract tool, click on the whole body, enter. Then click on the cylinder. enter. So now I'm going to move this to this place. Set, move, find the center, and also move it to the center again.